Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On The Young and the Restless, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters were having some public arguments, and they shocked everyone in Genoa City, and it just might be more than just their marriage breaking up. It could be a curated experience. Also, on The Young and the Restless, Victor Newman's Eric Braeden master plan is to destroy Jebot, and also to dismantle Jack's personal life. Victor wants to ruin Jack's marriage and family. Victor lured Kyle Abbott, Michael Miller, over to Glissade, and has taken every chance to widen the gap between Kyle and his parents, which is working like a charm. Jack and Diane have been bickering in private about Kyle, but never as nasty as it has gotten in public, and Diane has no doubt that Kyle stole that product from Jebot, but they just don't have a way to prove it. Meanwhile, Jack and Diane have been having lots of arguments in public, and it's always with witnesses. Sometimes it's Victor watching and laughing, sometimes it's Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, Michael Baldwin, Christian Jules Leblanc, Kyle or Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. Jack has even fought with Diane in front of Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, and her boyfriend Alan Laurent, Christopher Cousins. But we haven't seen too much of Diane alone with Jack lately, where it's just the two of them. So we don't know what's really going behind their closed doors. Later this week, Diane comes home upset and tells Tracy that Jack told her to move out of the mansion. Could these arguments be real, or is it all a big setup, a public theater to convince Victor that his plan is working perfectly? Granted, Kyle did steal a product from Jebot, but is that enough to break the bond that Jack and Diane have? If Jack and Diane are running a scheme, they would have to keep it up at home to make sure Kyle believes it. The only time they could relax is behind closed doors of the office or in their bedroom at the mansion. This week, Kyle tells Claire how heartbroken he is over his parents' marriage falling apart and all these awful public arguments. And he seems legitimately upset, even though he knows he's part of ripping them apart. By Friday, Victor is thoroughly convinced that Diane's public arguments that shocked everyone and Jack's marriage is in shambles, and he approaches Diane, wanting to recruit her to come over to the dark side with him. He may tempt her to work with him, even offer to help reconcile her with Kyle. And this might be exactly what Jack and Diane were hoping he would do. Diane may be a Trojan horse, and Victor is inviting her into his inner sanctum. Is it a trap? If Victor lets her in because he thinks she is split from Jack, then Diane can get information that will help Jack, Billy, Jason Thompson, Lely, Crystal Khalil, Audra, Zulika Silver, and others get revenge on Victor Newman. Even Jill, Jess Walton, is coming back, and she's going to want some revenge too. It remains to be seen if Jack and Diane are really on the verge of divorce, or are the two as solid as ever and are united in a plan to teach Kyle a lesson and take Victor down a notch or 2 or 10. Kyle is coming off as an entitled brat who should appreciate the opportunities he's had at Jebot. And there were better ways for him to deal with his dissatisfaction than to betray the family business by going to a competitor and stealing from Jebot. As for Victor, he may need a brutal takedown at this point, given how many people he's done dirty in the past. Right now, he's targeting Chancellor's company, Jill Abbott, and his friend Neil's daughter, Lily. So many people are in harm's way. In the ever-dramatic world of The Young and the Restless, fans are constantly looking for hidden motives and secret plots. One of the most tantalizing theories floating around Genoa City is the possibility that Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins are running a massive con. As two of the most cunning and manipulative characters on the show, it wouldn't be completely out of character for them to team up for a scheme that could shake up the entire town. Jack and Diane's relationship has been a whirlwind of passion, betrayal, and rekindled romance. Their recent reunion seemed almost too good to be true, especially considering Diane's history of deception and Jack's repeated heartbreaks. Some fans can't help but wonder if this love story is a carefully orchestrated con rather than a genuine rekindling of old feelings. While Jack appears to be head over heels for Diane, is it possible that he's actually in on a scheme with her? Could they be working together to manipulate others for their own gain? Diane's history of scheming makes it plausible that she would conspire with Jack if it served her purposes. And let's not forget that Jack, though often portrayed as a good-hearted businessman, is no stranger to bending the rules when his emotions are involved. If Jack and Diane are indeed pulling off a massive con, the question is, what's their endgame? Financial gain? Revenge on their enemies? Or perhaps positioning themselves as the ultimate power couple in Genoa City? Both have plenty of people who wouldn't hesitate to see them fall, and teaming up would make them more formidable than ever before. One theory suggests that Diane may be seeking to secure her position within the Abbott family and the Jebot Empire. By presenting herself as Jack's devoted partner, she gains not only his protection, but also access to his wealth and influence. On the other hand, Jack could be leveraging Diane's reputation to outmaneuver his own rivals, playing the long game to secure his family legacy. Sharp-eyed viewers have picked up on a few clues that hint something might be off with Jack and Diane's reunion. First, there's the suddenness of it all. Diane just waltzes back into Jack's life after years of absence, and he takes her back without much resistance. Is Jack really that forgiving, or is he playing his own game? Then there's the way they handle other characters. Both have shown a surprisingly unified front when facing antagonists, almost as if they rehearse their responses. Moreover, Diane's demeanor has been unusually composed, as if she knows she's in a position of power. Could it be that Jack and Diane are manipulating their enemies by presenting a united, seemingly in-love front? If Jack and Diane's love story is exposed as a con, the fallout would be monumental. Ashley, Kyle, and the rest of the Abbott clan would feel utterly betrayed. Business rivals like Victor and Phyllis would no doubt capitalize on the chaos. It would be a major shakeup in Genoa City, and Jack and Diane would either emerge as masterminds or end up as pariahs. While it's tempting to believe in second chances and love conquering all, the history of both characters makes it hard to ignore the possibility that they are playing everyone around them. Whether Jack and Diane's relationship is genuine or a brilliantly executed con remains to be seen. One thing is for certain, if the truth does come out, it will be an explosive reveal that could change the dynamics in Genoa City forever. Until then, viewers will be on the edge of their seats, watching for any signs that Jack and Diane's love story is too good to be true. One thing is for sure, in The Young and the Restless, nothing is ever as it seems.